Hey everyone, Tech here. Welcome to Tech's Tavern. Grab a brew, pull up a chair, and let's do a quick look at Sorcerer King by Stardock. Ooh, man, I mumbled that all to heck, didn't I? Sorcerer King by Stardock. This is a very fantasy-driven 4X game. It's on early access, so this is kind of the early beta version of the game, actually. And it's very much in the vein, and I believe also the lore I have seen from Brad Wardell over there is tied into the whole Fallen Enchantress Elemental lore world, which, as many of you know, and some people seeing this video pop up may be very shocked because I haven't done a video in quite a while, but I was very much a fan of Fallen Enchantress, very much like that game. I still have it on my #1 on my all-time list of games I wish I played more. But anyway, I saw this pop up the other day on Early Access, and I just felt compelled to buy it. I know a lot of people seem to bag on Stardock sometimes, but they've always done me right. I've actually talked to Brad Wardell once or twice via some chats, because at one time I was going to do an interview with him for my channel, and he was actually open to do it, and we just kind of never got around to it. But I feel they've been very good. I mean, even though a lot of people complained about the original Elemental when it came out in the shape that it was in, some of the kinks that it had, I always felt that Stardock did everybody right by, I mean, I personally, I got Fallen Enchantress for free, and, you know, I really thought they made good on kind of their misstep with that early one. But anyway, this is somewhat of a blind Let's Play, so let's go ahead and get into it. I basically started one game of this, played for about 8 to 10 turns, and then decided to start a video. Right now they have, again, this is early access, beta slash late alpha, early beta, something to that effect, and they have things disabled. And I'll talk more once we get in, but right now you can only play as the wizard. I do like some of the sound of these choice selections. I like the sound of the tinker. Wields the power of the forge of the overlord with great skill. Plenty of shenanigans to be had within that, I hope. Hopefully they name an ability like, you know, shenanigans. That would be awesome. But anyway, this is Galore, a powerful caster who wields a variety of offensive and defensive spells. Now also, I believe I read somewhere that currently they've disabled the ability to change the spell books by which spells you can pull from during the course of the game, but I guess eventually that will be an option. And I'm going to go ahead and put this on. That's interesting. I was going to say I was going to put it on beginner, but there's like a beg mall somewhere in the middle, I guess. I'm going to do the middle one just to go that way. And there'll be random maps and some other things to the game too. So the general impression I have gotten from a little bit I've read, and here's some stuff here. We have the welcome to early access, be mindful this is a beta, go to their site for more information. Sorcerer King's a bad guy. He's trying to break elemental shards. That's bad. He has a spiky, dark, evil Doom Fortress where he hangs out and watches football. If the Doomsday counter at the top of your screen fills, it's a game over, even if you have not been conquered. Go forth and kill monsters. This is how to save the world. Kill monsters, build pioneers to make outposts and settle new cities, and find the Sorcerer King's 2 lieutenants, hopefully not named Hans and Franz. Kill them for their keys and defeat the big and bad in his spiky, dark, evil Doom Fortress. The reason I made the joke about Hans and Franz is I noticed in the new WoW World of Warcraft expansion, in one of the raids, I believe they actually named a boss encounter after those guys. I find that slightly humorous and sad at the same time. What's not in beta? They have a lot of polish to do. They don't have all the classes in, etc., etc. Hit the help button and all that. Alright, we'll name our starting city Tavern. Alright, so, and one thing too is I am playing this at a lower resolution. This is at 1280 by 720 just because I was having some issues monkeying around with the settings, so it doesn't probably look quite as good as it should. The Tavern. And I would have monkeyed with it some more, but I kind of just wanted to do a quick video anyway. One thing I'll say, the look of this, I know I've seen that Stardock and Brad have gotten a little bit of heat from some people saying, oh, this is just Fallen Enchantress, you know, with little change. I mean, I can see where some people are coming from. It does have the same kind of the map layout look, the squared kind of look, and the the kind of the stylization of some of the tags and things. But I think overall, I think the graphics definitely look much better, and they're much more polished, especially at higher resolutions. I think the models look a lot better and a little more detailed. So I mean, it looks really good, and they've streamlined a lot of the UI elements too. We'll get to that in a second. I don't really understand that, but anyway, a couple little things here. Like similar to Elemental, Fallen Enchantress, you got like these little treasure chest things to pick up. City management seems like they've simplified some of this a little bit. It used to be you always pulled everything up from the menu on the bottom. Now it's kind of integrated into the actual city a bit more. Like I said, just a little more stylized, it seems like. It's interesting too. I kind of like this overhead map. I know they haven't really fleshed out all the bonus stuff for the spaces yet. That's something else they're kind of working on, I guess. But regardless, so you can build and train, very similar to how Fallen Enchantress was again. And I'll try not to say that more than 15 more times over the course of this video. But you can kind of look here and see some of the buildings you can build and things that they lead to. So if you build the barracks, it'll lead to an armory, archery range, etc. Some other things. Library leads to alchemist, scribe, jeweler. So you kind of, your chain along to what you want. Okay, and see, and then down here you can look at these and it'll tell you, oh, you can't build the storehouse because you have to get a granary first. And you can't build a granary because you have to build a garden first. And then I imagine the garden's up here. So then, if you want to get to that, that's the path that you have to go into. So first of all, let me go here and go to... let's just do the barracks first. Having ranged units is always a good thing. So we'll do that, and then we'll do train, and let's try to get a scout trained, I guess. Now, is it going to actually show me the order for those? Well, we'll look at it here in a second. Or did that overwrite it, actually? It's interesting. It doesn't quite show the queue thing the way I'm used to from Fallen Enchantress, but we'll see how that goes. Right now, it's showing that it's going to do that, but I don't see an actual build queue. Huh. It's interesting. Well, we'll watch it and see what happens. Okay, so let's pick our guys here. We can see here it looks like we got a couple guys, Tandis the Warrior, Sir Kale, and Bailey in our initial little army. Go over here and pop this open. Okay, now one thing that seems to be a feature that I really like the sound of, and I haven't messed with it a lot, and we'll get into it here a bit in the video, is it has a kind of a crafting system in the game. Where you actually, during the course of the game, through quests and looting items and winning battles, you'll get recipes and materials, and you can actually craft the items rather than just finding them. And that's pretty cool, actually, because it really allows you to kind of tailor where, sometimes in Fallen Enchantress you would run into a thing where you would kill, have 4 or 5 battles in a row, and you'd get 2 headpieces and not get anything else, or whatever the case may be. Now you can kind of like fill in the gaps on your hero's gear through the crafting system, which is kind of cool. And it looks like you can do some other things like scrolls, potions, and stuff like that. So I think the crafting thing sounds really, really cool, actually, to me. But let's go ahead and go over here and take a look. Like I said, I'm not going to do a real long video here. This is just kind of a first blind, quick look kind of a deal. Kind of marks the resources on that. Okay, I gotcha. Nice, nice. Let's kind of... Oh, there's another chest over there. Oh, here's something interesting over here, it looks like. So let's go ahead and we'll do that, and then... Oh, choose a spell. Choose a new spell to learn. Okay. Let's see. Choose a new spell to learn. I did not do this that last time when I played for a few turns. Boy, that's pretty brutal. Target unit suffers critical hits from all attacks. I think that's the mana cost. Turns to research 20. That's pretty good. If you had a really tough unit in an army, that could be really useful. Increase the movement of the target's army 1 unit at a time. Heals are always good too. In Fallen Enchantress, having a healer was always, to me, almost vital in taking damage and not having to go back to the cities all the time. Yeah, let's do the heal. And also, I wonder, can I do, do you have the city spell? Yeah, okay, there's city spells. Enchanted hammers, 30. How much do I have? 40? I imagine I build it up over time. What am I earning mana? I'm earning 1 per turn, it looks like. And this is similar to how, again, Fallen Enchantress was. I know I need to stop saying that. But, okay, well, I'm going to do that, actually, though, because I'm going to, City Enchanted Hammers. Get the production going a little faster. Okay, let's end turn. Head over this way. And turn. Okay, this is juice and fruit. Imagine that's probably some kind of a potion making ingredient. Okay, and then this Warlock's Hut is going to be like a quest dealio. And this is one thing I really liked. I especially liked from Fallen Enchantress again. Was the whole quest thing where you'd come across the little buildings, have the different quests. And my understanding is they've in this game they've really upped the ante to a certain degree with the amount of variety of the quests. So that's pretty neat. But no way to treat a customer as you want in this Warlock's Hut. A very large man with a very large axe follows you around, swinging it clumsily, obviously trying to intimidate you. The Warlock at the counter explains it's to deter thieves. Deters customers too, I bet, you say. But he just shrugs. Okay, so I can get the items I came for, lecture him about customer satisfaction, or offer the guard a better job. I'm going to get the items, because I think that'll probably... Okay, yep. Okay, so ignoring him. So basically it's saying I can pick up some materials for weapons, armor, magic, or potion making. I'm going to go with the armor, because survivability is always good early. And we'll see, so we got some stuff to be able to make some armor, hopefully. Okay, and look, we actually have a thing up here, so we'll go up here and look. So it looks like, I think the lit up ones are ones you can make. So I can make myself a helm or gloves. So the helm is a 3 defense, the gloves are 1. Yeah, we'll make that. And see, now you are actually able to craft, and then you can pick who you want to equip it on. I think this is my main guy for now, so we'll do that. Exit, and then we will look here, and then we can see that he is wearing a helm with 3 defense now. So that's pretty cool, actually. So we'll go over here real quick. Some more materials. Go over that way. In turn. But anyway, the main part of this game is actually, again, they've changed it a bit where, unlike in, say, Fallen Enchantress or some of the other games, this game has a very focused, you can see this Doomsday counter right here, it has a very focused path to victory, whereas the Sorcerer King has already supposedly won the battle from Fallen Enchantress and is just kind of mopping up the land, and there's these crystals that he's trying to destroy, and you're basically kind of the last hope to try to stop him. So it has a very tightly aligned asymmetrical kind of you know, this is the path, but there's maybe multiple ways for you to get to this point, and that is what kind of makes this interesting. This manage magic thing, I don't really understand this completely yet because I haven't played enough, but essentially what it does is it allows you to kind of drag this to determine where you want to focus more to. So, and then this is kind of your skill tree basically. But this allows you to kind of, like, if you want to go more towards one thing or the other, you can kind of customize the direction you're wanting to go. So that's kind of neat. Let's look at one more chest. Okay. Oh, idle units. We'll go up this way. Another chest. Oh, there is our scout. I guess he is done. And it looks like it did not... So it looks like you can only queue... Maybe that's something they haven't put in yet. It looks like you can only have one project at a time. I remember in the previous game... you could queue multiple things, but I guess they've kind of changed that. So let's go ahead and put the barracks in there. And What did that cost me, actually? Summon cost. So that says 72. And I don't have anywhere near 72, and it'll be a long time until I have 72. Automatically explore the world. We'll have him do that. I like the animation of the characters moving. I think is a lot. Man, he can really cover some ground too. That's what the heck. Wow. Man, that guy can haul. That's pretty awesome, actually. That's the first time I'd seen that. I like the animation of the characters moving too. That seems a lot better than it used to be. Yeah, see, there's all kinds of neat little. There's an army or something there. A lost library. That's probably a good place to maybe pick up some more people to your army or something to that effect. More gemstones. Can we craft something else? Ooh, we can make some chain boots now. 3 defense. Yeah, let's go ahead and craft them bad boys. Put them on the main guy. There we go. So, but yeah, I'm going to play a little bit more of this game over the next couple of days. And see how it goes. I mean, I haven't, like I said, I haven't done many videos on my channel as of late. So I mean, the 5 or 6 of you guys who see this video, I'd be curious to hear any feedback you may have. Oh, shard attacked. So this is the bad guy. This is one of the shards that they're trying to destroy to basically win the game. So that is bad. Okay. Yeah, I want to get over here and see what's going on here. You enter another of the lost libraries of the Magi. Finding its shelves completely bare, the librarian sees the anger and explains that she'd loaned out a scroll to a local magic enthusiast, and then another, and then all of them, forgetting to require the loanees to return the scrolls at a later date. Not a very good librarian. Now a librarian without a library, she clearly needs your help. Go retrieve the scrolls for her. She gives you direction to the magic enthusiast's home. This turns out to be a nearby cave where you find the magic enthusiast and his surly friends. You ask that they return the scrolls. They don't, so you make them. And then the battle starts. These magic enthusiasts, bandit loner. They don't really look like magic enthusiasts, but hey, whatever. So let's go ahead and we'll do a quick little fight. Oh yeah. And it does have, it very much has this, the tactical feel from their previous games as well. Okay, so he has a couple abilities. This is like a dot ability, I know. I did get in one fight before, so we'll go ahead and use that ability. And then I don't need to attack that guy with anybody else again. Oh, okay, so we'll go around here. And it has the flanking thing where if you tactically put units surrounding, you get a kind of a tactical advantage, basically. And then we'll do this. There we go. And actually, I'm going to move the wolf back so they won't hit him, hopefully. Oh, that parry. That'll do you in every time, dude. Don't even want to go there. Alright, well, he's gonna run straight into those archers. And then pass, right? And then we'll do that. 50% more damage. Let's try that. Oh, nice. I like it. Alright, we'll move him up now, but hopefully he won't get shot. Oh, really? You're gonna shoot at the dog way in the back when this dude with the big sword is running right up in your face. Come on. That'll teach you. I like the sound effects. They even got some really nice little detailed sound effects in there, like weapons dropping and things like that. Alright, well, we might as well come up and attack then. We'll get the flanking bonus. And then we'll move him in here and we'll get a 3 flank bonus. And then another one. Nice. Like I said, I like the little wood effect of the bow hitting the ground. It's nice. Alright, so he leveled up, which is good. Aggressive Collections Agency. The surly magic enthusiast defeated you. Retrieve the scrolls. Enjoying your first taste of library work. You return the scrolls to the librarian. She says she'll loan you one of them, suggesting she still hasn't really learned how loans work. Okay, so I guess I get to have one scroll, which I'm assuming... Okay, see, this one has, like, transfer 3 hit points per level from all enemies to the caster. Curse, 3 turns. Escape scrolls, I remember those from the... This is always good. If you get in a battle and you see this is just not gonna work, that's the one that usually you want. Or do I actually get all of these? Huh. Equipment? Well, it looks like I actually got all of them. And I think they're tactic. They're only used in battle. That's why they're grayed out. That makes sense. So, champion level up. I'll show you that real quick. So with this particular guy, it looks like you have a couple of paths to... These are essentially the champions that, you know, in the previous games you would pick up out on the battlefield, or they would show up every once in a while, but now in this particular game you start with one. So I guess I'm kind of reading to that, which I haven't really figured it out, is like, for instance, we started out as a the wizard character. That's, I guess, basically that's, you know, you sitting back at the main city running things and telling this dude where to go. That's kind of the gist that it's coming from, and I suppose that affects the types of spells and things that you get. So let's see, Inspire, I got some pretty good abilities, kind of a more defensive one, kind of a buffing one, kind of a more attack focused one, it looks like, maybe towards the middle or something. Kind of initiative type stuff. Oh, excuse my ESPN update in the background. I'll go with a dodge. We'll choose acrobat. But anyway, that is my scout's just doing his own thing. No, there we go. That's the doomsday counter. I guess they broke that shard they were working on. A couple more, right? But again, I'm going to go ahead and cut the video there. Hopefully it kind of gives you a general feel of what's going on. Like I said, I have not played this game very much, so I need to play it more and get a good feel for it. Plus, again, it's still in early access, so they have a lot to add. Once they start adding some of the other classes that you can play as, that's going to add quite a bit to the game. Change shirt, yo! Oh, we got enough for some of the potions and things. So, that'll give you some extra mana while you're in a battle. Oh, you can mix heal potions that you can use in the battle. That is actually pretty cool to have the heal potions. I like that. I like it. Takes, is that 4 or is that 1 and 1? Okay. So I had to have the glass. Okay. I'll make one of those. That's cool. Craft that. Excellent. So yeah, that is Sorcerer King Early Access. Hopefully, if I get to play it some more, and if things go well, maybe I'll even do some more videos or a mini LP of it. I might wait until they get maybe a little bit, maybe the first big patch that they do on it that adds some significant items, and then do it then. I think maybe it's a little too early for me to do that right now, but I just kind of want to give you a look. I do like it, and you can see here that they've really cleaned it up. I mean, just the way that the UI is laid out here as far as managing armies and things, it seems like they've really simplified and cleaned up some of the stuff of the way the game works. So, but that's pretty cool. So we'll see. And oh, I guess that's the one that they probably broke right there. So, that is Sorcerer King. Give me any feedback below. Appreciate you guys joining me at the tavern, and I will see you next time.